Articulatory guitar. It's about how you move your fingers. This episode of Wolf's Articulatory Guitar focuses on just two of your fingers. They are the index finger and the pinky finger. We also sometimes call that the little finger. Sometimes we call this the pointer finger. Sometimes we use numbering systems where we call this finger number 1 and this finger number 4. The point is, they are your distant fingers on your fretting hand. Articulatory guitar is not about music theory. You should be picking that up in your regular lessons. What we'll be doing for this first exercise is, in terms of fret numbers, 0 on your thick E string, 1 with your pointer finger, 4 with your pinky. Those 3 notes. Now, let's try moving up the strings. We're going to do 0, 1, 4 on the thick E string, then move up to the A string and keep going. Next up, we're going to take out those open string notes. Simply go with frets number 1 and 4 with your pointer and pinky on each string. Here's a slightly more advanced exercise. We're going to be using the 0 fret, 1st fret and 4th fret, and we're going to be using a trill figure. To make this interesting, you can also use the 0 fret and some other frets that are 3 frets apart. For example, frets 7 and 10. Focusing on this pair of fingers in your exercises is really going to help you with your scale figures, riffs, and all kinds of other goals that you may have in your playing. Now that was all with a kind of dry sound. Let's try some of those figures with a heavier driven sound on our amplifier. You'll notice the finger movements can get kind of sloppy there, and I was also barring across both the thick E string and the A string to give some dyad effects. Simple finger movements, even sloppy, can give you the ideas for some great riffs, so don't be afraid to break down and reconstruct your technique through articulatory guitar. The fingers in your fretting hand are controlled by a series of muscles and tendons that extend from your forearm through your wrist into the back of your hand. You can see that they are quite some structure, and they are not entirely independent from one another. My middle finger tendon is pulling my pointer finger tendon out of place when I extend it. That is much more the case for my right hand. It's not my fretting hand. So my dexterity exercises have triggered an actual anatomical change.